Hey, Obi. Hey, James. What's up, guys? Let's see. What's the team I'm forgetting about? Philly. Hey, Larry. How's it going? Yeah. I won't even talk about my day yesterday. I thought I was a lock to get a few things. Nada. I went for a big item yesterday and I failed miserably. All good though, it happens. Let's share my screen here. Yeah, no. They work. I have a lot of my PC to break wins, and I really enjoy them. Bad streaks come, the good streaks come. It's just how it goes sometimes. Okay, I got my screen showing what I do. Okay, we've got a few openings. $4 on Elias from the Funko, Linda Blair, and Jordan Alvarez. Those are our last solos left there. Hockey's full, HPLE is full. Gold Rush full size has 3 spots left. That's another thing. What constitutes a cold streak? Yeah, a lot of people think cold streak is missing once or twice in a row, and it's really not. Really depends on what you're getting in. Has it? Yeah, you got to find the right avenues, the right people. 3 left in the Gold Rush full size. Those are not organized. It's from last week still, the remaining. $25 per spot there. We got a little bit of work to do there, and then a little bit of work left. Rockies full, a little bit of work left in Big Al's full size. So Chargers still left, New Orleans, Giants, and Philly. Last day of Series 33. Series 34 will start this week, either Monday or Wednesday, depending on how quick I get through it. This weekend, we will do a live fill for Big Al's, either a 3 or a 2 boxer, depending on who's hanging out here. Then we do live fill Racky, live fill Big Al's licensed jerseys, just like usual. But before we get there, we got to do dollar break and all the other items. So items that are still left: 3 left in the Gold Rush full size, 4 left in Big Al's $4. They said they're going to get home at 7:30, but I swear I just heard them come in. Hold on. What are you doing, kids? My wife is still gone. Carlos got you on Philly in the full size. Thank you. Larry, Cleveland, and Gold Rush. Thank you. Good luck to you guys. So 2 left in Gold Rush, 3 left in Big Al's. Again, Big Al's will happen a little bit. That'll be the last live or pre-fill. So a little bit extra time there, but let's see if we can get Gold Rush filled up. We'll do the dollar break in about 3-4 minutes here and get rolling. What is she doing? Oh, gosh. They know I'm working and that my wife is gone, so they're... All right. Guess they're going to have a childhood like mine today where I just roamed the streets and showed up when the street lights turned on. Just see if I get in trouble with my wife. Oh, trivia. Thank you. Well, the bounty, right? What you mean? Sorry, I didn't put that up yet. Let me get it going here. Hold on. I knew I was forgetting something. So you guys got last week's right with Deion Sanders. We're going to keep doing a mini home unless you tie. We'll move it to full size. But let's do divisions this time. Sorry about that. Wouldn't be a Big Al stream if we didn't have a chance at something free, right? Give me a second to type this up. Almost there. Okay, let's do divisions tonight for the bounty. Bounty option, let's close the screen so you can see here. It's in a bag, a COVID bag. Let's get out of the COVID bag. I love this helmet. Nice STS, Sean Alexander from the Seahawks. So if you guys get the poll right today as a group, we'll random this off to everybody that joined a break. If you joined with 10 spots in the breaks, you'll have 10 chances to win this. If you join once, you'll at least have once. We'll put the COVID bag inside there in case you want to use it, whoever wins this. If you lose, we move on and we try to do this again on Wednesday. If you tie, we'll upgrade it to a full size on Wednesday. I think probably the Warren Sapp again. If you win, then someone will win the Alexander tonight. That is the bounty head. Okay, let's give it one more minute before we do the dollar break. Again, we've got 2 spots left in the Gold Rush full size. Let me read off the teams real quick here. $25 per spot. You pick a team, you get a second team. We have 2 boxes left in this case, 1 and 3 in the way that we opened them. Teams left are Arizona, Carolina, Denver, Detroit, Houston, Indy, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Miami, Minnesota, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Philly, Seattle, and Tampa Bay. So 2 of those to close us. And then the Big Al's 4-boxer. Again, today's the last day of Series 33. 4 teams left there. Chargers, Saints, Giants. Oh, 3 teams left. Sorry. Chargers, Saints, and Giants. You guys that are new, I never have dead teams in Big Al's. Never have, never will. Reload if we need to. We actually reloaded more at the start of this series than we did at the end. Brian, I've got you on Denver. Thank you. I saw Denver when I was reading and thought that's a decent team. And Dave closing us with Tampa Bay, the headliner of Mr. Brady. We hit him once last series. I haven't seen him pulled this series. It would be awesome to hit him again on an Eclipse, right? Yeah, that's Eclipse. Okay, we're full there. Let's run those randoms real quick so you can see what teams you got, and then we'll go to the dollar break. That way you guys can trade if you want to. Well, let's do that first. 7 times on the random. Thanks for helping me close that one, guys. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Seattle on top, New Orleans on bottom. Okay, I'm not going to read those off, but you can see who you matched up with. If you guys want to sell, trade, take a look at it there. Here's the teams. Let's do our dollar break first. So first off, I'm going to read off who has how many spots. We'll look at the items after that. Had a big shuffle this week, so a lot of new additions. I'm not sure if everyone saw the new additions. If something that you liked that you were chasing before is gone and you win, you want to ask me if it's still available, chances are it is. So you just ask. But there's your randoms for those. I'll read them when we get there. Tim's got Arizona for trade in Gold Rush. Okay, let's go over to the dollar break. Let's copy the list first. About the same amount as last week, a little bit more. Carlos, that one just filled up. That's the one we're doing right now. So, not right now. That's the one we just ran the randoms for. So the only thing that's left is Big Al's full size, and it's those last 3 teams: Saints, Chargers, and who was it? Chargers, Saints, and Giants. Minnesota went unsold. It went to a random to John. So if John's here and you want to sell it, that's great. If not, he can hold on to it too. But that one closed up. Okay, I said 458. I think close to 100 spots and freebies and bonus spots. Let's read off who has who. I do this just in case you guys don't hear me read your name. You can correct me. I do try to go over it pretty slowly, though. Okay, in this week's dollar break, Christy, I've got you with 20 with 5 bonus. Tom R, you had 5. Scott, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Kip, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Eric C, you had 3. Brian E, you had 4. Larry V, you had 31 with 5 bonus. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Danny, you had 3. Billy, you had 1. Greg, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Dolly, you got it. I'll put you on the Giants. I'll do it right after this, just so I don't lose my spot here. Brian E., you've got another 4. Chad, you had 10. Jonathan R., you had 10. Mark, you had 10. Greg, you had another 20 with 5 bonus. Brian, you had 20 with 5 bonus. Greg E., yeah, of course. Good luck. Greg E., you had 20 with 5 bonus. Craig, you had 6. Scott, you had another 20 with 5 bonus. Nick, you had 5. Tim, you had 1. Juan, I know you claimed 10, and then you claimed another 20. So after the first 10, I gave you your 5 bonus, and then I ended with another 10. So I know you didn't go 20-10, but it still will look the same if you did. Raul, you had 10. Brady, you had 5. Bill B., you had 40 with 10 bonus. Bill S., I think this closed us. You had 30 with 5 bonus. So 458. Let me just quickly, before I forget. Okay. Let's go back to the dollar break spot. Okay, actually, we're going to go to Facebook. Let's look at the items that we have this week. I changed a bunch, so I'll go through them and let you know what's new. Come on, 6. Let's get this. We've actually had a few low spot wins in the last few weeks. Had a few high spot wins too, but not impossible. I would never claim 6 in this. That's not my style, but it's fun if you win with that amount, that's for sure. These are all semi-new. Steve Spurrier was in there last week, but these are full sizes that got added today. Warren Sapp Flash, Jordan Addison. I don't know if that's considered a throwback. I don't think it's the tribute, but purple face mask, glossy one instead of the matte one. Anthony Richardson, STS, Terrell Davis, Rave. We had 2 Terrell Davis items. Didn't realize that until I put it, but they're both awesome. So Charles Woodson, Lunar, Bo Jackson, Flash, Terry Bradshaw, Blaze. Those were all there last week, but we had a Jamar Chase on the Flash. Joe Montana was there last week. Giannis Antetokounmpo on the Eclipse, and Troy Aikman on the Eclipse. Those are all new. Jerseys, I swapped a bunch of them. So we had Stutzel and Thompson last week. Those are still there. These are all licensed. That's Nike and Adidas. We added Sam Laporta Nike, Jalen Rose, Mitchell, and Ness with the yellow pinstripe. One of those. Quinn Hughes is new, and Gleyber Torres for the Yankees is new. Custom, everything's the same besides the frame jersey, which houses a custom jersey, so I put it there, but it is a framed Terrell Davis jersey. That's a nice one. Chevy Chase, Emilio Estevez on the Fletch and Mighty Ducks, Gordon Bombay jerseys. CMC, Emmett Smith, De La Cruz, and Marino to round out the customs. The others, we've had a few Funkos claimed. Charlie Sheen and Barry Sanders have both been picked. The Funkos we have left right now, Post Malone, Dan Marino. I'll probably buy a few other ones that are different. Photos, we have Walter Payton, Gordie Howe, both hard to get names. Joe Montana was added on the Phoenix graded card, slab card. Double batting helmet, Sammy Sosa, Vlad Jr., Baker Mayfield, cleat, Danica Patrick, NASCAR helmet, couple goalie mask, Ed Belfour, and Jonathan Quick. More full sizes, Ray Lewis, Troy Polamalu, LaDainian Tomlinson, Tyreek Hill, Adrian Peterson, LT, Lawrence Taylor, Archie Manning, Derek Brooks, Trevor Lawrence, Jim Kelly, Tua, Michael Strahan, Sean Alexander on the amp, Nico Collins, Chad Johnson, Joe Theismann, Kurt Warner, Deion Sanders. There's not a shortage of no one picked Bomb Physical jersey. Not a shortage of full size or items for that matter. There's over 50 items I think now, so just keeps getting crazier and crazier. I don't know why. Okay, we already did these. It was 458. Let's go and roll some dice. Needs to be 7 or higher. If it's not, we'll re-roll. I like it to be at least 7 on this one. 8 will work. 8 rolls is what we're doing. 4 plus 4. Let's go over here. Let's paste the list. Should be what I say, 458. Let's run it once just to make sure. It is 7 more times. The 8th spot, the top name can pick whatever one of those 50 plus items they want. Lots of options. There's number 2. Thanks for joining, guys. We do these almost every week. We'll probably keep doing them, especially with all the new additions. There's some fun stuff there. There's 3, 4, 5. We're getting there. 6, 7. Top spot on the next one will win and pick whatever they want. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Top spot is Brian W. Brian winning the dollar break. Greg right behind Larry, Scott, Bill, Greg, Scott, Juan, Nick, and Chris to round out the top 10. Don't think you've won the dollar break before, Brian. Maybe you haven't. I'm just forgetting to spend a little bit. But you won. You pick any item you want out of all 50 of those or however many there are. 49, 47, 55, somewhere in there. Congrats. Let's go down and show that it was 8 rolls. It was. Appreciate everyone joining. It's a fun break. It goes by quick. And then everything will be in there next week besides the one that gets chosen. If you're here, Brian, you want to tell us all what you want, you let us know, or you let me know later. Either way works. Let's go, Kieran. He won dollar break, very first thing he got in. Oh, that's right. It's like the first item he won. What did he pick? I can't remember what it was. My first break, you got the dollar break. That's right. That's a fun one to like join in and win for a couple spots too. Lucky Duck is correct. So this is your second time then. Congrats. Okay. Again, we are full on everything except for Big Al's full size. We have the Chargers and the Saints left, but that'll be our 6th break in order from starting right now. So let's do Funko first, East Coast second, HP card 3rd, Gold Rush 4th, Racky 5th, and then Big L's. Remind me to close the poll after we get through the East Coast jersey, and we'll run the bounty tonight for the Sean Alexander mini. Sometimes I wonder, Sean Alexander, Warren Sapp, are those guys that I like more than I should that you guys don't like? Sometimes I get stuck in my own brain, but how do you not like Sean Alexander, man? Okay, Gold Rush Funko. I forgot we still have Elias, Linda Blair, Yordan, Alvarez. Those are $4 spots. If no one claims them, they'll go unsold. That's fine. Let's start reading these off. Dwayne, I have you with Johnny Depp, Tomlinson, Alexa Bliss, McKinnon, Singletary, and Chevy Chase. Greg, you had Kilmer, Lawrence Taylor, and Drew McIntyre. Obi, you had Mariska Hargitay, Dominique Wilkins, and Jack Lambert. Bill B, Josh Allen, Vincent, and Sanders. Cody, Giannis, Estevez, and Grammer. Tim, you had O'Neal, Diesel, and Bryce Dallas Howard. Bill S, Malone, Marino, Rodman, Lloyd, Joan, Castle, Clooney, Shotzi, and Tyreek Hill. Brian G, you had Bale, Faustino, Jefferson, Jackman, Halle Berry, and Rainn Wilson. Football's almost here. I just thought that like I'd be here before I even know it. I'm excited. Brian W, Cena, Allen, Howard, Stone Cold, Applegate, Flavor Flav, Pacino, Thomas, Stiller, DeVito, Johnson, Hall. I don't know about you guys, but when there's like 2 different parts of my life, football season and non-football season. Everything feels opposite between the two. I'm a lot less stressed when there's no football season. But I like watching football more than I don't like watching football. Matt, Bird, Tyson, and Demerit. Chad, Sheen, Michael B. Jordan, Ray Lewis. Eric K, you had Fox, Irving, and Damon. Josh G, you had Undertaker, Christensen, and Belair. Solos, Larry, you had Vlad and Bradshaw. Chad, you had Katie Seagal and Austin Matthews. Eric, you had Tom Berenger. Jonathan R, you had Iverson and Bijan Robinson. I know it's good to have basketball back or football back. Hopefully soon. I'm waiting for hockey too. I don't watch baseball, so right now the only thing I'm watching is golf on the weekends. Wish there was more to watch. That's why I need to get into baseball. Dolly Chargers in the 4-boxer. Got you there. Whoops. I'm trying to erase someone else's spot. Who am I trying to erase? Greg's. Whoops. Sorry, Greg. Got you on the Chargers and the Giants. Good luck. So just Saints left. We'll come back to that. Last call on Elias, Linda Blair, Yordan Alvarez. They're $4 a piece, and then we'll get rolling. It is a new case, so I'm going to close this. And let's open our new case. And yeah, I think this series is sold out. So there's no more Funko. The last time they surprised me with how quick they got the next series up. It'd be nice if they did again. I really enjoy the Funko series. nice, fun, cheap stab at trying to win a cool Funko. Jason, you want Jordan? You got it. Hey, labels up here, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put some stickers on them just so we have them. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gotcha, Jason, on Jordan. Okay, let's roll dice. Can't get this one wrong. 6 items to choose from, so this dice will work no matter what. Write down the gap, and that is the last number, 6. Roll a 6 on our Funko to start tonight. Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. I went by way too fast. Way too fast. You guys just watched me put that on. This is box 6. Let's roll. Gold Rush Autograph Funko Series 2 2025. See if they get a Series 3 out faster. I'm going to do a double cut here. Seal and the plastic. Good luck. We were heavy sports last case. I feel like we've had cases where they weren't heavy sports, but last case was. See if this one is heavy sports again or not. I'd like to see a few more actors and stuff. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Infinity Killmonger? Is that Michael B. Jordan? That is a cool one. If so, is that who that is? It is. What a cool hit. Michael B. Jordan. What if Marvel Studios 969 Funko Infinity Killmonger? Packet certified, and that is Michael B. Jordan. I said I'd like to see some actors, and what do we get? We get an actor. That is actually very cool. I've not seen that one pulled yet. Who had him? Let's see. Michael B. Jordan. That is Chad on your Charlie Sheen claim. That ends a little bit of a cold streak for you, too. That's Michael B. Jordan on the Infinity Killmonger Funko. That is cool. Captain Carter, Gamora, Queen General, Ramonda, Frost Giant, Loki, Infinity Ultron. There's a bunch of these, man. That's cool. Congrats, Chad. Sorry to everyone else. Okay, let's keep it rolling. We are to East Coast, right? Yeah. Down to 3 jerseys left. I'd love to see one more pictured headliner. Come on. With us claiming half the pool left, I'd like to see a claim hit at the very least, but it's 50-50. 27, 43, 51. Let me show my screen. Those are the right numbers, though. 27, 51. Okay, in this one, I've got Joseph. You've got Wah and Newhook. Jeff H. You have Matthews, Erickson, Eck, McMichael, and Foligno. I don't know what it is about the McMichael one, Jeff. Every time you claim it, I don't see it unless it's newest, not all. So I almost missed it again. Greg, Vassy, and Garland, Parayko, and Sundin. Dylan, you have Wolf, and Nyland. You said Nyland above. Chris Nyland for trading East Coast hockey. Please trade me. I can't have no volume tonight again. Movies with the wife. Anybody interested in trading for Nyland or Nealon? Let us know if so. CK, you had Cooley and Kopitar, Christian or Waffleboard, Hagel and Ekholm, Jonathan R. Keller, Barbashev, Solani and Vernon. Brian, you have Aho and Mercer, Smith and Palat, Louis, Rust and Kraus, Joseph, Fuhr and Schwartz. Dylan, you have Wool and Josie. Jason T, you have Colton and Askarov. Are you offering Askarov, Jason, for Nyland? You said I will. I'll type it if so, but just let me know. Larry V. Esposito and Cole Perfetti, Louis Marchenko and Jesper Bratt, John K. Kachuk and O'Reilly, Larry A. Skinner and Connor, and Nick, you claim Giroux. Let's see if he's got his. Askarov for Milan works. Mark, what's up, man? How you doing? What's the poll looking like? Oh man, that's pretty close. What did I put? I put AFC East. Is that making some of you guys pick AFC East? Okay, let's get our box number 27, 43, 51. Box 51, it's Fuhrer. You think so? Who claims? I think Joseph had Fuhrer. He would be happy with that. I'm also trying to get Fuhrer in Christian's waffle board. Would not mind having him. Okay. There's 1, 7 times as always, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It didn't. Oh, it did change at the very end. 51. We're gonna test your guess. 7 times box 51. That's funny. Let's see if Dylan responds. Before I do that, I'm going to take these back while we're waiting. 27, 43. We'll keep 51. Let's get rid of these Funkos. Okay, got the trade. Let me type it in here. Askarov trade and Nealon trade. I was gonna say, if someone hits Nealon, Nyland, whatever, however you say his name, and doesn't like it, Daryl will trade for it. That's for sure. Okay, let's roll. Hockey jersey. Come on, claimed hit or pictured headliner. I'll take either one. It'll be a random now because I've asked too many times. 51's our number. Good luck, everybody. He is working on the new series, so hopefully we'll have a new series in a week or so, week or two. Maybe some in-between time with running something else, or maybe we'll run right into the new series. See the next chases are. We already hit the biggest one this series, so it'll be awesome to get another big one like that. Okay, here we go. Has to be a goalie. Maybe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'll be honest, I didn't even like think out loud think about there being a Kraken jersey. This is a cool jersey, but who's the Kraken? Who's Seattle? I see a Kraken. Maybe it's him. Number 17, East Coast COA. Is this Schwartz? It is. Jaden Schwartz on the Adidas Pro. These Kraken jerseys, the dark ones, are really nice. Who had Jaden Schwartz? Oh, look at the wrong thing. There it is. That was the Fuhrer line, my opinion. So you were like on the right track there. Joseph K had Fuhrer and Schwartz was as random. I like it. I like the Mammoth logo. There's a lot of hidden little meanings inside the logo too for Utah and mountains and stuff. I think it's kind of cool. Jaden Schwartz, Adidas Pro, Kraken, beautiful jersey, A patch as well up there. Look how nice that is. Got your dangler down here as well. They are very cool. I only have a couple on my PC. I wish I had more. I'm not even sure I have the home or whatever this is, the black jersey. Size 54. Joseph, congrats. I always like seeing Crack, and I like seeing Golden Knights too. They have some beautiful jerseys, both of them. Going to Joseph. Yeah, of course. Nice hit. Okay, I have to keep begging for a pictured headliner in the next two. Hopefully we get one Wednesday or Monday. Hard to complain when we've had a McDavid. We also hit the Barkov, but I'd like to see one more pictured. I believe in us. I think we can do it. Okay. Move, please. Nice hit, Joseph. Okay, is the poll close for me to close it? I'm going to just close because it's not tied right now. Okay, you guys are going AFC East, AFC South against the other divisions. They were all pretty close. NFC North at the bottom, that's surprising. If it's AFC East, AFC South, someone tonight will win the Sean Alexander. If you guys tie, we'll change it to the AMP U Miami University Warren Sapp helmet to give away on Wednesday. If you lose, we'll just do the Sean Alexander again on Wednesday. Something free. Who's the Pats? That is Rob on a throwback with the visor. Up above, I pulled it down because I was late today. I didn't go look through all the stuff, so I pulled it off the shelf right above it. Pretty sure I've shown that in the last few months, but who knows? Reminder, guys, we're starting the football portion of the night. We're going to do our HPLE card first. I've loved everyone we pulled so far. We'll do our Gold Rush full size after that. We'll do Radke next. We're down to our last two, so we'll open the last two tonight. Wednesday, cases of the same series, STS series, so same headliners. We're going to start a double case on Wednesday, so we'll be back to running those on Ram.org 1 through 12 instead of a 6-box case. After that, we'll do the Big Al's 4-boxer. We'll do a live fill 3-boxer. That will effectively close Series 33, besides our last team standing winner, which we already know is Jonathan, and our Wonka Point winner. Right now, Greg's in the lead, but anything could happen, I guess. I think he's up by 10. I could look here. I did update it. Up by 10. Besides that, there's a gap after that, but Bill could still come back. So those will be the last two helmets of the series that will happen at the end of the night tonight. Those are both freebies from me to whoever wins them. Do it every series. After we do the 3-boxer, we will do a Radke 1-boxer. We will then do licensed jersey series. The new additions today were Jordan Kyrou on the Blues Heritage Adidas. I think that's one of the best Blues jerseys or even throwback jerseys out there out of all of them. I love it. We also added, we got Ichiro back, Suzuki on a Marlins Majestic. We've had that jersey before, that same style. It's not the same jersey, but the same Marlins Majestic before. So a couple fun names into the licensed jersey series with a bunch we added the last few weeks as well. Well, let's get rolling. Okay, limited edition NFL card up first. SP, you have Vegas, Tennessee, Minnesota, Miami, and I'm skipping down to your Atlanta, New England claims. Greg, you had the Rams and Washington. Bill beat Buffalo and the Giants. Cody, Green Bay, and Indy. Brad, you had San Francisco, Denver, Pittsburgh, and the Jets. Dave, you had Chicago, Carolina, Detroit, Tampa. Bill S., you had Houston, Seattle. Brian G., you had Philly and Jacksonville. Tim, Dallas, and Cleveland. Brian W., New Orleans and Baltimore. Tiger, Cincy, Kansas City. Chad, Chargers, and Arizona. Let's roll here. Might be easy to just take these out of here now so I know what boxes are left. It was easy while there was just 2, 4, 6, 8 are even box numbers, and only one odd left, number 7. Not quite to the guessing. Will Trump get Washington? I doubt it. I mean, I think the majority of people want their old logo and name back, but who knows if that'll happen. Not the most important thing, but I like the logo better, that's for sure. 2, 4, 6, 8, 7 are our numbers that are possibles. Let's get our 10. Actually, we don't need 10 sided. We can use our 8-sided now because we're down to. Yeah, skins ones are good. You see, they unveiled their old school jerseys for this year for a couple of the games. Those old Redskins jerseys. It's cool. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, or 7 are the numbers we need here. See if I can manage to roll one of those that's not existent. 8 is there, so 8 works. Well, that'll leave us with 4 boxes. Next 4 weeks. This chair is so dang loud. This feels like it's got some weight to it. Ooh. Maybe a booklet? I could be wrong. It could just be a heavy card, but man, that's got some beef to it. Okay, good luck, everyone. 96 of 100. Box 8. I wonder if they still do hot boxes. They used to do every once in a while where there was 2 cards in there, so that's a possibility too. Or it could just be that I'm weak and something that weighs 1 ounce more feels heavier. Series 3, box 96 of 100. This is our box 8. Let's roll. Come on. Did I really not cut through that? That is wild. Show us something cool here. Maybe. There we go. There we go. Okay. Good luck, everyone. Thanks for joining. I don't really know. I don't really have this set up for cards. I'll just reach out here and do it. Fun fact, the very first breaks I did were card breaks, hence the name. Well, that helps. I was going to say it looks like a different color, gold, and it says right there, case hit. We're hitting our case. That's crazy because we've already hit awesome hits. So we're getting our case hit right here. Good luck. Does that mean it's a pictured headliner? Probably. You guys were all over those, so. Okay, let's see what we got here. Which direction am I going? I don't know if there's something underneath it. It's kind of bulging out a little bit. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. 3, 2, 1. Oh, mama. Is there an extra item underneath there? It looks like there is, but this is the case hit. I can't figure out what's going on with this case. See that? There's something behind there. We'll look at it in a second. Maybe it's like a share your hit thing. I can't read what that says. Masters or something. Bo Jackson. That's immaculate, right? What a great hit. Bo Jackson, immaculate. Let's cover up the bottom thing just in case it's an actual card. We'll show it here in a second. Oh, it is a card. Okay. So we're getting 2 winners, but the sticker's stuck to it. Hold on, guys. This is a mess. The dang sticker. There we go. Okay, we'll show that one in a second here. Raiders. Of course, it's Raiders while you're here watching my opinion. What a great hit there. Bo Jackson. That was a claim team. Was it not the first claim team? It's not a booklet. There's 2 cards in here. I thought of that at the very end, and that was the right thing. But this is a pictured headliner. Bo Jackson, immaculate. What a great card this is. Or sorry, impeccable. I kept saying immaculate. Impeccable. 2021 Panini going to the Las Vegas Raiders, which was SP King. SP, nice hit. Not a booklet, but someone else is going to hit something, or we have another item below there, it looks like, is what I'm trying to say. So let's show it. But that is the pictured headliner, right? Stuck to the card. What is happening? What is this? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. That's a. So which one do you call the headliner? Did they really just throw this in there and say, there you go, have fun with that? Are you kidding me? Ashton Genty. Numbered 4 of 49. That's a Boise State patch, tricolor patch. Look how beautiful that is. Good gracious. Bowman U best. Bowman best. Ashton Genty. Is he even pictured? Am I going crazy? I don't stare at those. Memorize them as much as I need to. But are you kidding me? Okay, I see there's Bo. And Genty? They're both pictured headliners in the same box? I should put a pull up. Was that a mistake or was that on purpose? Both pictured headliners for the Raiders in the same dang box. Holy moly. Bo Jackson, Ashton Genty. That's going to be a fun mail day for Sean. SP, nice hit. Double trouble. I don't see like a share your hit thing, so I don't. Maybe they think there's one that's a little bit bigger than that. I don't know. Holy moly. Nice. Thanks, SP. Nice hit. Congrats. Hits, I should say. Oh, and the bow is numbered. I was looking on the back. It's 5 of 25. It's on front. Sorry about that. The way I was holding it, I couldn't see. Out of 25, out of 49, Genty, Bo Jackson. Holy moly. See, this makes me want to get other sports and keep rolling with some cards. I mean, it's just once or twice a week we would do it, but this has renewed my love for the HPLE. We did them every other day on eBay, and then eBay kind of ousted us, so that's why they stopped. But making a point for continuing doing them. Holy moly. I'm gonna leave them up front there because that's pretty fun. I'll move them once I need to. Congrats! Sorry, that took longer than it should have, but that was a mystery. 2 and 1. I could feel the weight on that. Okay, unfortunately for you guys, that's 2 AFC Wests. The red hot boxes have 3 cards in them too. Oh man. Okay. So my brain started thinking, hey, there used to be hot boxes that would have more than one item in it. That was jerseys and stuff too. But we'd only hit like 2 ever. So, but that popped into my head when I started thinking if it was a booklet or not. Anyways, congrats. That's awesome. Genty and Bo. I would never assume that 2 pictured headliners would be in the same box. But we learn something new every day. Something just crashed upstairs. Hold on one second. Just you. My daughters. Okay. Let's roll. We're on to the Gold Rush full size. Now it is time to guess the college team you think this player was drafted from. So Jason started us off with the guesses up above. Who'd you guess? Ohio State. You can say it again if you want. Anyways, free guessing game. Just pick a college that you think this player was drafted from. This is not to win the helmet. It's a free side game. Okay, what were you asking me? I didn't have time to listen to all those messages.
Can he come inside our house?
Who is he? Like the boogeyman or some random guy you found on the corner?
Nothing.
Our neighbor? Just him? Yeah, if you don't, you can't come down here. You got to stay upstairs. And mom's not home, so maybe she'll be soon. But you got to stay in that middle floor, okay? And make sure because mom knows he's over here.
Yeah.
Shut the door to come down here too, please. Okay, I'm gonna move these. Those are stressing me out. Let's just put them over here. Woo, mama! By the way, Sean, that was just the Hit Parade sticker that was coming unfolded. I stuck it back down. Happens more frequently than not than it used to now. Get your guesses in. Kay, in the full size. I know that Tim had Arizona up. Get my music going again. One last check. I'm just close to home so she can handle that circus up there. How on earth is she still there? Like an hour away doing work for school. Good grief. All right. In the Gold Rush full size. Sorry. Focus now. Nick, I've got you at Tennessee, Seattle, Obi, Green Bay, Philly, Pittsburgh, Carolina. You got your Carolina there as a random Obi. Greg, Dallas, and Detroit. David Elliott, Washington, Giants, Chicago, and the Rams. You also had Tampa and New Orleans at the bottom. Jonathan R., Kansas City, Chargers, Baltimore, Miami. Tim, you had San Francisco, Arizona. Arizona's up for trade if anybody's interested. Brian W. had Buffalo and Jacksonville. John K., New England and Minnesota. Larry A., you had Atlanta, Cincy, Jets, and Houston. Larry V., you claimed Cleveland live and got Vegas. Brian E., you claimed Denver live and got Indianapolis. Get your guesses in. The only person that has a chance to get 2 in a row right is Scorching, but I think he's absent today. He'll just keep moving on. So everybody else has a chance to get to 1. If you get 2 in a row right, you win $50 credit with me. If you get 3 in a row right, you win a full size from whatever series I'm running at the moment. So it would be for 34 at this point because we're ending today. But get 1 right and you got a chance to get to 2, and then the ultimate goal of 3. My guess today is going to be, I always pick a headliner school that I don't want to say I can't think of that school name right now for some reason. I'm not going to say Mississippi Valley State, but that'd be nice to see Jerry. I'm going to go Stanford today. Stanford. Did anybody guess Stanford Cardinal? Nope. Oh, there's Ray. Scorching's got Florida, so all eyes on Ray, all eyes on Florida. Bill B's got Florida too. So Florida is the team. Ray gets the credit because he's got one that rolled over from a few weeks ago. So all eyes on Florida. A bunch of good guesses up above it. Box 1 or 3. Let's see which one we're going to open today. Of course it falls off. And that one just stays back there. That won't work. That's a 4. 4 will not work. 1 will work. Box 1, so we'll save box 3 for next week. Okay, good luck all. Next up is Radke, then Big Al's, then we'll do a few lives tonight. Gold Rush. Seals on the bottom, the side, wherever else. This is in the case we opened 2 weeks ago, right? We're starting out with some fun stuff tonight. Hockey jersey wasn't a huge name, but I love seeing Kraken. Michael B. Jordan's cool. Headliners and the cards. Well, you got a chance to get the actual college team now. We got a red box, which means this is a college helmet. Most likely college, a 99.97% chance. So someone will probably get their actual guess right. Not just by way of the draft, but this will be probably a team that got guessed today. Usually when it's a college box, it's from one of those bigger schools that gets more votes. Now watch, no one will get it. Okay, here we go. Good luck, everybody. 3, 2, 1. That is silver, which tells us which school it is. Do I know who that signature is? So he's drafted, right? Is that who I think it is? That's Ohio State, by the way. So if you guessed Ohio State, which a bunch of you did, you're moving on. I'll make a note here of all the Ohio States. Did he go to New England? Okay. So we pulled him several times, but every time we pulled him, he's been a Buckeye. This time he is drafted and is a New England Patriot. I don't know why I'm turning it around. We all saw the signature. That is Travion Henderson. Now that's cool. Going to the Patriot spot. Come on. Travion Henderson. Big old signature, big number 32. You do have the Buckeye Leafs on the other side too. That's nice. New England. New England was Acclaim team, I'm pretty sure. New England, there they are. That's going to John K. You claimed New England, and you got yourself an Ohio State helmet. John K. hitting Travion Henderson. Now, if you'll give me 7 minutes to write down all the people that got Ohio State. Beauty. I like hitting him a little bit more now that he's been drafted. That's cool. Oh boy, this is going to be a bunch. OSU, that means next week will be very interesting. Okay, let's start at the start. So, I had Jason with Ohio State, somewhere above there to start us. Jason T. Dave L. Jason, you put it back down there. Okay, that's not an extra one at least. It's just Mark, of course. Mark picked his Buckeyes. Bill and Larry A. Bill S. Larry A. Holy moly. Go Gators. Kyle. That might be a record. Jason, David, Mark, Bill, Larry, Kyle. 6 guesses got it right. Way to go, you 6. You filthy animals. So next week, if you got one of you 6, might be moving on, which means we got a good chance at maybe like 2 or 3 you move on if we get lucky, and then one of the 3 can win the full size, maybe. Or we'll just pull a school that doesn't help next week, but it's big enough to count. We'll see. Anyways, John, nice hit. Travion Henderson, first college helmet from this series for us. Not a bad one either. Let's get to Racky. We're down to 2 boxes left. In this case, we will start a double case next month or on Wednesday. This is done tonight. Wednesday, we'll start a double case. They're all here. I just need to open them and get numbers on them. But I'm not going to do that till these are gone. Racky, I've got Bill S., Detroit, Houston. Tim, you had Philly. You sold your random to Elliott. That's Baltimore. Greg, you have Pittsburgh, San Fran, Indy, Giants, Jets, and Vegas. Jonathan R., you have Denver and Buffalo. You bought the other random from Tim, which is Jacksonville. And Tim, you had Cleveland with your claim. Brian W., Carolina and the Chargers. Brad, you had New Orleans, Chicago, Cincy, and Atlanta. David L., Washington, Miami, Kansas City, and the Rams. Brad, you had Brad R., Tampa Bay, Arizona. John K., New England, Tennessee. Oh, was I looking at the wrong? Oh, no. You got them on both. Double case is what series? The STS series. The same one we're running now. It's just a double case of it because I ordered the 2 solo cases of 2 different series the first time. I don't want to mix the series, so I didn't. John K., you got New England again. This time Tennessee is your random. Jim, Green Bay, Minnesota. Nice combo there. Larry A., Dallas, Seattle. 10-4, yep. That'll start on Wednesday, the double case. I will ask him just in case if there's new headliners, but, I mean, there's quite a few to go after there. We can roll a dice here because we're in the single case, but starting Wednesday, we'll do 1 through 12 and do random.org. Big Al's 4-box full size is up next. The only team left is the New Orleans Saints. That'll close us, and then we'll do a live fill after that. Oh, we've got boxes 3 and 4. 3 or 4 is what I'm looking for here on the roll. 3 or 4. 6 won't work. We just rolled a 6. Same pattern. Will just be a 1. Nope, it's falling off. 4. That works. Only 2 rolls. Bottom box. So box 3 will be our final box tonight. Box 4 going right now. Three is NFC, 4 is AFC. Let's see if you're right. Box 4. Remember, these don't these don't come numbered. I put little stickers on them. So if there's a trend, I don't know. I'm telepathic. Is that the right word? I did roll a 4, right? Not a 3. Now I'm questioning myself. I did. It was 4. Okay, good luck, all. Last 2 tonight. In this case, start a new double case on Wednesday. 3 is NFC, 4 is AFC. So you're calling AFC on this one. Let's see if you're right. Good luck, everyone. I've enjoyed this series so far. We've already pulled a few big names from this case. Okay. All right. Okie dokie. Here we go. Ouch. 3, 2, 1. We've got an Eclipse. Red tag means we hit our authentic here. Atlanta Falcons Eclipse authentic. And it wasn't AFC. We're close. It was NFC. Eclipse authentic going to who had Atlanta? Not claimed, I'm pretty sure. Sometimes they are, but that is Brad, Breaking Brad with the, yeah, that's right, spot 11, Atlanta. Yeah, and I'm a fan of. I was telling you guys that a few of these guys we don't see a ton started signing, and they did a recent signing, so we might see a little bit more of their stuff. 3, 2, 1, and this is the guy. He's been extremely hard to get lately compared to, I mean, he was already hard, but luckily I like bulk buy everything. I don't bulk buy, but I hoard stuff. Like, you know, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. I have more than one sitting because, I don't know, that's how my brain works. But I was running low on Julio, and we got Julio. What a great hit. Julio Jones. Probably from the recent signing. I want to look up the date just to see if my assumption is correct. Going to Brad. Nice hit, Brad. Give me 1 second to type this in. Just curious. RS155642. Watch it be like 2020, not 2025. Julio Jones. June 30th, 2025. Gosh dang it. Did I type in the wrong thing? I did. And oddly enough, it brought up DeMarcus Ware again. I was going to say, are you kidding me? I hit a 3 instead of a 4. Hold on. There it is. Julio Jones, same day. Signed June 30th, 2025, Duels Expo and Conference Center in Chantilly, Virginia. That's part of their big signing where they had a bunch of athletes there. Wow, cool. Julio Jones just signed 3 weeks ago, going to Brad. Brad, congrats. Beautiful helmet. Julio is not easy these days. Maybe he'll be easier now. A little easier. Time for Big Al's 4-box. That was our last pre-fill from Series 33. We'll have one live fill for a 3-boxer next, and that'll end the series, besides the freebies later tonight for 2 people. Saints are the last team left here in this 4-boxer. This is $43. 4 boxes will be opened. I'm going to read off who has who, but we need the Saints to get claimed before we roll. Greg, you've got Arizona-Jacksonville combo. Bill S. Atlanta, James Baltimore, Nick Buffalo, Brian Carolina, Greg Chicago. Grant, you have Cincy. Tim, you have Cleveland and Dallas. Brad, you have Denver. Bill S., you have Detroit and Green Bay. Greg, you have Houston and Indianapolis. Ty, you have Kansas City. Greg, you have Las Vegas. Dolly, you have the Chargers and the Giants. Greg, you have the Rams, Vikings, and Patriots. Jason T., Miami. Brad, you have the Jets. Carlos, you have Philadelphia. Bill, you have Pittsburgh, San Francisco. Greg, you have Seattle, Tennessee combo. Zach, you have Tampa Bay. And Bill B., you have Washington. Dustin, you got New Orleans. You still have that credit, by the way. I think you ended up paying for the one when it should have been not paid for. If you got your volume on, you still have 32 credits, so that would be just 11. Tried to message the guy about the jerseys. Oh, yeah? I've tried to do that before on TikTok and don't get much of a reply for other stuff. Like, it wasn't even a guy that did sports stuff, but it was a guy that made other videos, but I saw he had a huge wall of helmets, and I just messaged him and said, what's your favorite helmet? Thinking maybe he'd talk to me, but he didn't. It's whatever. Okay, let's roll. 4-boxer. That was cool. I like the Ronaldinho cleat in that video. Cleats, game use cleats. Those things were nasty. Okay. Get my pen. Let's shake these up. Yes, Kyle. He used to not have. I mean, he used to have like signed jerseys, which I thought was cool. But now he has cases of helmets that look just like my. I mean, a lot of some of them are flexes and stuff. But it's that dude. I never messaged anybody, but I just said in one of the comments, I said, "Hey, what's your favorite helmet?" Seeing if he would like respond, and he didn't. Obviously, he didn't, but it was worth a shot, you know. Not that I care to like know someone that's popular on a social media. I just wanted to see what his favorite helmet was. Okay, 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3. I'm sure you've seen them and think the same thing with all the helmets in the background. That's funny. Okay, box 6. 6. I can't think of his name, but I don't like follow him or anything, but 71. 7-1. I just realized that there is now in Florida. I think you're right. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's the name. He used to have like Ken Griffey jerseys and stuff, and then he got bigger and bigger, and all of a sudden, I don't know if it's a different room. He's got a bunch of helmets. I thought it was cool. I'm checking to make sure that this is not. Nope, it's not. Not a claim on the thing that I didn't close up. I should really quickly type those in here, so no one tries to claim and pay on the full size post. Well, it's not showing up, so I will have to do it after. I know he's got some, like, I don't collect flexes. I just don't really care for them. 171. I get what people do. They're very cool. But I prefer I'm gonna chase the autographs more than the style. I like the different specialties, but I bet he's got some expensive ones. 171. 29. That's why I messaged him, because I just wanted to see if he had like some sort of Grell or something, you know. I just like looking at helmets, so just thought maybe he'd respond. Okay, 671, 171, and 29. Let me grab them, guys. I'll be right back. I might yell up the stairs to my kids. Listen, did you know? Blah, 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 blah. Now you know. That's the do. Listen. Right, these are scaring me. I'm going to get Genty and Bo to a safe spot. Not a fan of the way they pack those in there. I might have to like pack it in a different thing. I'll figure it out. 71, 6, 29, are those right? 6, check. 71, check. 171, check. And 29, check. We are good. Checking wife's location one more time. Text her. I know. It got popular and then all of a sudden, yeah, it's funny. Okay, let's roll. We're good to go. Box 6 up first. Again, guys, we're going to do one more live fill of Series 33. Sometimes we end with a pre-fill, but I think this plus 2 more for this plus 3 plus 2 gets us around like low 120s, which is where I've been ending it lately. So I think that's where we're at. What was I just going to copy? I was going to copy the 3-boxer. That's what I was going to do. What's the no way? Okay, box 6, Series 33. 4 points on this one. I love this song. Oh, what? No way. What's that one? 4-pointer here going to 3, 2, 1. Another funny thing with how many people are watching. It changed, but the number that I looked at are watching is the same number of this player. What's that one from? You seen this stuff too? Okay, JSA certified Miami Dolphins. Don't be Hill. What number is Hill? Hill's number 10, so I don't. Yeah, it wasn't 10 people watching. Miami. Oh, it's you, Jason. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's not Hill. It is Ricky Williams, number 34. When I looked up there at the top, there were 34 people watching, so it just made me think of that. Smoke weed every day. SWE on there. Some people like that, some people don't. I used to offer to trade for a different Ricky if people didn't want that on their helmet. I totally can still. But sometimes they are more sought after with that. It's cool. Ricky Williams, SWE, orange ink on this one on the slate. The two of them just did a car build and raced each other. Oh, really? Okay, congrats, Jason. That's a 4-pointer too. Let's see here. 4. Jason T. Ricky Williams. I'd offer to trade something. I only got hockey jerseys to trade at the moment. I'll go ahead. Congrats. Yeah, he does have some hockey jerseys, but Jason, I got you with 4. On the last day of the series, I will still keep track of them, even if I'm not going to get to 37. Okay, next up, box 29. 2-9, Series 33. 3 Wonka. Maybe I'll be busy tonight with the Wonkas. Lots of points out there to be won. But I mean, there's probably about 20 boxes with numbers that move on to each series. But we open about 40 of them. There's about 60 to start with, a third of the helmets. Ooh. I need to figure out the actual, let me see if the box has this one, but 3-pointer here. 3, 2, 1. I'm trying to think if the gray face mask is like a tribute style, but I don't know if this box is the original box. Because don't they normally have a black face mask? Sorry, no, it's the wrong box anyways. That is the Pittsburgh Steelers for 3 points. Oh yeah, I haven't been keeping track of the divisions. I'll do it here in 1 second. Pittsburgh, that is Bill. Bill with the Steelers and 3 points. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. Beauty helmet there. Jerome Bettis, one of the best signatures in the game. 36. This one is Beckett certified. Both of your pieces. Beauty, and it's 3 points. Yeah, of course. Congrats, man. 3. Bill S. Jerome Bettis. Bill S. 3. Well, you're down by 7 points now in this race. Greg's up by 7. So technically, I mean, one 8-pointer could do it. I'm not going to put that evil or that fortune on anyone. Good luck to you guys. Nice hit. Oh, in our divisions, we started with 2 AFC West. I may only count that as 1 to not be rude about it. NFC South, AFC East, 2 of them, and then AFC North. So 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 if we're counting both the Raiders items. We'll have to look at that. Okay. 71. Series 33. 6 points. Where's this onslaught of points coming from? 6 points. This is making everyone nervous. Or hopeful. Hey, it's that time of the game. Is it a college helmet or am I using a college box? I will never not have college in the series. I refuse to not have college just for the sake that it's college. If I find a cool college helmet, I'm going to use it. Point in case. I love this helmet and this style for this college team. I've not seen it for a while, but we're seeing it here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. There's a few players you guys could be guessing on this. There we have the, if you guys tie today, we'll have the other college amp, the Miami Hurricanes Warren Sapp amp. This is a Wisconsin amp, which again, only some of the bigger teams get specialties for their college helmets. Wisconsin is one of those teams. Pick a Watt. Yeah, Watt's always a good guess. Taylor, I see 2 Taylor guesses there. The Rydell chin strap too, which I like. This is Fanatic certified Wisconsin Badgers amp. Let's see who's got it. 3, 2, 1. Well, there was only Watts and Taylor's. It was one of those. We've seen Ron Dane on these two. We've seen I've seen Russ on one a while ago. I'd love to see another one, but that is Jonathan Taylor. JT on this one, Fanatic certified. This one, a while back, I bought it straight from the company that does Gold Rush, so love to see this come out of Gold Rush every once in a while. At the top of my head, I got a Connor alternate 1 through L. I have a Jack Hughes away jersey, Skinner away jersey. Is this for the Ricky that you're talking about? Trade for the Ricky? That is the Indianapolis Colts hitting on that one. Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin amp. Indy in this one, that's Greg. Greg, you lost the lead and then you gained more of it back. Greg hitting a 6-pointer. Oh, Joseph was asking. Oh, did I miss that? Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Joseph, by the way, I looked. I don't think I have any suspensions right now, unfortunately. I looked earlier today and I forgot to message you. This is John Taylor going to Greg. Greg, great hit. I love that helmet. And you got 6 points, so jumping back up top. Okay. Yeah, of course. Congrats. Okay, last one. Are we going to see 4 straight boxes with Wonka points? 171, Series 33. We are 6 points. Good grief. Okay, next up will be a live fill 3 boxer, guys. It'll be the last claimable Series 33 break. 2 freebies after that. Just finished. Holy cow. You've been there since like noon. It's 8 o'clock. It's happened before? Yeah. Okay. 171. Series 33. 6 points. All 4 with Wonka points. That's so funny that, I mean, this isn't, well, I don't like giving stuff. I'll talk about it after. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're talking about suspension helmets. This isn't a suspension, but it's the old school style, the VSR4. Suspension will have a little bit of a thing here that bungees up and down. It's a little bit older. This is a VSR4 rep. There was a few series back where I had a bunch of VSR4s. We've hit most of them. There's still a few hanging around. I don't know if this was one from then or a new one. Staubach vibes. It kind of does feel like Staubach. Who had Dallas? Dallas was Tim. Tim getting the Dallas hit and 6 points. That's right. Okay, I remember who did. 3. Where's the ear hole? Right here. 3, 2, 1. It's not. It's Dion. Prime time on the VSR4. I have a choice sometimes to add something like this or something a little bit lesser name, and I choose to add these. Deion Sanders on the VSR4 rep going to Tim. Prime time. Still can't believe they retired Shadur's number at Colorado. Let me put his points in there real quick before we list the other one. Tim, that's your second 6-pointer. 10K, 6 points, 7, 21, 25. Okay, let's do a recap. I didn't mind that one at all. We had Jerome Bettis, Ricky Williams on the slate, Jonathan Taylor, Wisconsin Amp, and Deion Sanders. Let's do a 3-boxer. This will effectively end the series besides the freebies, guys. Let's see where we go here. This has been a fun series. Obviously, there's some big names that haven't come out yet. We run a blind series on purpose. I know you guys usually assume that I have all the big names, and I usually do. I don't think I would let you guys. Well, I don't know how to put that. Players like Mahomes, any big quarterback you think of, Burrow, Josh Allen, Hurts. You can throw Love in there, Favre, but retired guys, Steve Young, John Elway, Peyton Manning, they're always in my series. I will not start a series without those guys. Whether I have 2 Peyton Mannings or 1, sometimes that changes. But I know we're missing a couple of those guys this series. We got one more chance tonight. All right, I forget which quarterbacks we've hit. I think maybe we've hit Burrow, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're searching for Mahomes. We're searching for Allen, I'm pretty sure. I get them mixed up with previous series, so I don't know what we're searching for and what has hit. I know we hit Brock Purdy the other day. We hit Lamar Jackson. That's like in the last week. I can't remember further back than that. Okay, I've got Jonathan R with Kansas City. Greg just behind on Kansas City. Bill B, you've got Buffalo. Come on. Bill behind on Kansas City. Jason behind on Buffalo and Kansas City. Lots of duplicate claims here. We might have a few opens on this one when it's when I get caught up. And by a few, I mean maybe there's still 10 or so left. We'll see. Dustin, Tampa Bay. I skipped Nick on Buffalo too, late on that one. Bill late on Buffalo. Arizona going to Greg. San Francisco is Brady and Indy. Carolina's Brian. Colts are gone, Phil. Sorry about that. Kansas City's gone. Eagles going to Brian G. Bill S. got you with Green Bay. Detroit going to, I just saw Elliott. Houston going to Greg. Minnesota, Zach. Why did I put a number on yours, Jonathan? Like it's Radke. Zach, gotcha. Minnesota. Buffalo's gone. If I skip some, please let me know. Sometimes when I scroll down and scroll back up, it unlocks them, or I just skip it on to the next one. Buffalo. San Francisco for Elliott. Yeah, see, Bill laid on San Francisco. Greg laid on Buffalo. Oh, Elliott was laid on San Francisco too. Sorry, I'm getting there. New England. Nick, New England. John, just a second behind on New England. Browns going to Brady. Bucks going to Carlos. Nope, sorry, they got claimed. I'm sorry. Dustin had him, I forgot. Greg laid on Indy and New England. Dylan going for Miami. Pittsburgh is still there. I thought it was gone. Greg. Minnesota's gone, but Vegas is there, Greg. Giants for Dolly, gotcha. Denver for Dustin. Giants are gone, Phil, so's Denver, even though it's the second one there. Jets for Elliott, gotcha, Elliott. AZ gone. Chargers for Carlos. Gotcha. Detroit is gone. Bears for Joseph. Gotcha there. Pats are gone. Cincy for Brian. Gotcha, Brian. Washington for Jason. Gotcha. Tennessee for Brad on the combo spot. Gotcha, Brad. Jaguars are part of a different combo that already got claimed, Carlos. Sorry about that. Baltimore for Brad. Dallas for Greg. We're getting there. New Orleans for Brad. Retracted. Greg is the Rams, and the last spot is Atlanta. So came along a little faster than I thought on that one. Atlanta. Okay, we're closed. Let me read those off. I have got Greg with Arizona, Jacksonville combo, and Atlanta. Brad with Baltimore, Bill B, Buffalo, Brian, Carolina, Joseph, Chicago, Brian W, Cincy, Brady. You've got Cleveland. Greg, Dallas, Dustin, Denver, Elliott, Detroit, Bill S, Green Bay. Greg, you have Houston, Brady, Indianapolis. Jonathan R, you have Kansas City. Greg, Las Vegas. Carlos, the Chargers. Greg, the Rams. Dylan, Miami. Zach, Minnesota. Nick, New England. Brad, New Orleans. Dolly, the Giants. Elliott, the Jets. Brian G, you have Philadelphia. Greg, you have Pittsburgh. Brady, San Francisco. Brad, Seattle, Tennessee. Dustin, Tampa Bay. And Jason, Washington. That fills us up. Let's get our box numbers here. Stop sharing, please. Quickly. Just really quickly checking on my wife. Second on your screen, let me make sure. So definitely when you claim, after you claim, refresh your screen. Go from top chat to live chat. It'll always put your comments way above others. It's really annoying, but it's inaccurate. So if you refresh your screen, let me see what I see if I refresh it. I've got Brady with Indy and then Phil 2 behind with the Colts. So does anybody else you guys see Brady a little ahead of Phil? It's annoying that it does that, but it does. She's saying Brady. Okay. Yeah, it's annoying, Phil. I hate it. If you don't refresh, it'll always have you before. So whenever I claim in Brad's, I'll be like third or fourth, and I think I have it, and then I refresh, and I'm like 15th down. I can't stand it, but it does happen. Okay, that's enough. I've not shaken them yet, right? Or I've not pulled them. Nope. Okay, 3 numbers. 1, 2, 3. I wanted the chamber. I don't want it to fall out. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking my wife's location. She's in a place she's never been. She told me she left. I'm making sure she left. Yeah. Okay. Loading, loading, loading. There it is. Okay. She's on the move. My kids, however, they could be in a different state by now. 152. And I would have no idea. Won't drop off. Usually I can hear them stomping around. I haven't heard a noise in a while. 125. And 17. As I keep getting distracted, I'm going to check just the camera really quick here. Yep, there. All right, we're good. Okay, let me grab those guys. We've got 152, 125, and 17. They're not running away. That's good. Okay, too much stuff Check. Two of them have points that I show when I stacked them. I always wonder if it kind of shows. So more points to be had, apparently. Okay. Well, let's roll. 152, I already checked them. Let's make sure 125, 17. Good. Next up, guys, is our final Radke STS series case box back there, and then we'll do a double case on Wednesday. We are doing a mixer on Wednesday. Since Big Al's will not be around, the mixer will have 9 items, I believe, and I think 7 of them will be full sizes. It'll be 58. I think that's what we did last time. 57 last time, 58 this time. I think maybe $1 more. Schwartz triple box. There'll be a Schwartz Series 15. There'll be a Radke hot box, which is a different product from Radke. There will be a Hip Parade box that we had last series, one of the full sizes. So that's 6 full sizes. We'll do a Big Al's discount full size at 7. We'll do a Gold Rush football jersey. We'll do a Gold Rush 16 by 20 photo. So I think 9 items, unless I throw in a 10th, which I've been throwing in something from my collection every mixer lately. So it might be a 10 item. Anyways, that's what's coming up for Wednesday. Mixers are fun. 17, Series 33, 0 points. You said 2 of them had points, so maybe the other 2? I don't ever look at the points in the other room, so unless I just see it on accident. First helmet up. 18, I see the player. I know who it is. I better know who it is. I'm the one that builds the series. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going classic speed here for the Denver Broncos. Oh boy. Stuff falling out. Picture Denver autograph. 0 points, right? Yeah. Who had Denver? Denver in this one. That is Dustin. Dustin hitting the Broncos. Let's see who you got here, Dustin. 3, 2, 1. Can't go wrong with him. Classic speed. One of the best defensive backs in the league. Obviously retired, but what do you guys have? Top 5 cornerback of all time? Does he crack the top 5 or is he top 10? That is Champ Bailey. Champ Bailey through Denver Autographs. That's Beckett certified on this one. Champ. Dustin's hit a few champs in his day. Nice one, Dustin. Congrats. Classic logo, Champ Bailey. Goat number 1. I'm just curious whether everyone else has them. Hold on, that's an AFC West. That's 4. The one I missed before was NFC East. That's 2. Did I miss the AFC South? I think I did, right? South, East, and East. 4-3-2, is that right? 9 items. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 cards. 9 items. Okay, 4-3-2. Nice hit, Dustin. Champ Bailey on the classic. Okay, 125. Series 33. 4 points. So far, you're right. Or could be right. See who that is too. Jeez. Of course. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going back-to-back classics. Back-to-back-to-back. If you count the VSR 4, that's a classic. Raiders are always more likely to have classics because they're missing half the specialties, so I don't really have a lot of choices with Raiders all the time. 4-pointer. Bingo. Yeah, I swear, whenever you're here watching, there's at least one Raider. Tonight, there's been 3. Who had Las Vegas? That was Greg. Greg hitting the Raiders and getting 4 points as well with it. Making sure I saw it right. I did. 3, 2, 1. I like seeing him. I think we pulled him earlier on the Cowboys. Maybe that was last series. But I like seeing him on any team. 4-pointer for Mr. Greg. And that is Jason Witten. Greg E, 4 points, 7, 21, 25. So you gained 10 points tonight. That could be a record. Maybe not. Maybe we've been 50 or 60 before. That is Beckett Certified and Game Breaker, which is the Witten exclusive 82 Hollow and Beckett there. So double authenticated. Jason Witten 82 there. That's AFC West again. I don't know what happened with the AFC West, AFC North coming out hot tonight. That's 5. Goodness. Congrats, 4-pointer. Jason Witten. Champ Bailey, Jason Witten. NFC, or AFC, NFC, AFC. Fell a little AFC heavy. Julio was Racky. Man, let's see if we go NFC on this one. 152. It's an AFC heavy night. Of course. Did I say points? No points. There was 1 box of points. We saw the 1. Speak his name. 3, 2, 1. We've got our second slate of the night. Look at all these gray helmets. Gray, 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 gray. Buffalo Bills on the slate. 0 Wonka. Who had Buffalo? Buffalo is Bill. Bill B with the Buffalo Bills. First hit for the Bills since opening night. Is it really? You guys have these cool little stats that I don't even... That's crazy. Did they hit twice on opening night? Or just once? Man, I need to employ some of you guys to just give me the cool stats to talk about. Buffalo Bills slate replica here. Smith and Kelly opening night. That's crazy. 3, 2, 1. Well, this series, that means we hit Smith, Kelly, and Josh Allen. Those are some pretty good Bills. I didn't realize it was only 3. Only 2 until now. Red ink, Josh Allen. Beckett certified on that one. Big time hit there. Goodness. Some fun names coming out tonight. Just the series doesn't matter at the end, the start. It's always full of awesome items to hit. There's one of them. Josh Allen. That's AFC East. You guys are hanging in there. That's crazy. AFC East is now up to 4. Bill B, congrats. Josh Allen slate. Okay, we had Jason Witten, Champ Bailey, and Josh Allen. Let's do a Radkey 1-boxer. It's our final box. We don't need to random it. And then we'll do some licensed jerseys tonight. We'll do this one first. Congrats, winner. Sorry to everyone else. Oh, boy. Here comes the ons. All right, one last check. Make sure. Out on I-80, huh? Well, not I-80, but basically. Okay. Live chat it. Let's get this in the right order. I've got spot 1. First Big Al's Josh Allen since Series 30. Your first, or that's the first time he's shown his face in Series 30? See, and I even said it felt like it'd been a while for Josh Allen. I need to keep better track of how long it's been, but if they hide, they hide. So Series 31 he didn't hit, and 32 he didn't hit, but he hit 33 and 30. Okay. What's the Mahomes stat? Is he the same, or did he hit one series closer? First overall. Okay. What about if you're keeping track of it? Did Mahomes hit in Series 31? He didn't hit in Series 32 because he's not on my little picture. I don't think. Jonathan R. got you. Greg, a little behind on Pittsburgh. Jason, I've got you with Green Bay. 31 and 29. Okay. So he did not hit last series. He's not hit this series. Just had a new Mahomes arrive, too. He closed the series and then opened it with Bang Bang. Was that 30 and 31? Or no, maybe it was 28 and 29 before the last one. I don't know. Green Bay was Jason. San Francisco. Sorry, I keep getting distracted tonight, guys. I'm freaking tired. I do know why, but I shouldn't be dogging it like I have today. Washington, Dave. San Francisco's gone. Greg. Lions, Detroit are there. Spot 5 for Joseph. Spot 6 is Carolina for Brian. Oh, Brian, did you decide your dollar break win? Or are you still thinking it over? There's only a couple choices. Should be easy, right? I wonder what I'd pick. My first pick out of the dollar break. 7 Tampa. Cleveland is 8 for Brad. Brad, did I hear you say you're on tomorrow because you're gone this weekend? Is that what you were saying? Sure hope you're not gone this weekend. Well, for your sake, I hope you are, but Greg E9 was Indy. 10 Kansas City for Nathan. 11 is Denver for Greg. Kansas City's gone, Dave. Random up, that was where? Right next to where I was. First, I don't think anybody else have one up. Giants is spot 12 for Dave. Giants. Minnesota is number 13 for Greg. I apparently put this camera right where I hit it every single time I move my arm, so that's good for you guys. 14 is New England for John. Oh, I do remember Series 2022 were the last time Mahomes came out back-to-back series. Jeez. That's quite a while. Walter Payton. Oh, man. That's right. I'll be on Tuesday and off for a week. Oh, boy. I know what I'd pick and pick out. Nothing because I'll never win. Okay, I believe we're down to 2 spots left. I think I've caught up. I need you guys. Well, I have all the data here too. I just don't comb through it. But I have every hit we've ever had with the series next to it, and the style, and the team, and the amount of times the teams have hit, and that kind of stuff. I've got it. I just don't look through it to find the cool stuff. Only thing I look at is who's left when the series ends, and then I build around that and add. So if Mahomes doesn't hit, he's in there. I don't add another Mahomes. He just stays in there. Glad you asked Brad that. I didn't know that you've been waiting for the drops. Yep. So he's on tomorrow. So I'll be looking for him tomorrow, and then not on the weekend. So Elliot, you'll grab a rando, okay? Reminder, guys. After this, we're gonna do the licensed jersey. It'll be a 2-boxer, $30 per spot. And then we'll do the last team standing and the Wonka points. Wonka's looking pretty heavy for Greg at this point, I believe. Bill had 3, Greg had 10, Tim had 6, so that actually puts Tim up. 14, Bill is 30, Greg is 47. Nick, Tim, Zach, Brad, David, Opie. Jason hit 2. Jason, did you have any before? I don't think you did, so it doesn't put you anywhere. Did I stay in third for Wonka? Tim just jumped ahead of you by 4 points. So Tim was at 8, and he got a 6-pointer. So now he's at 14. You're at 10. So send Tim a lovely message tonight. Okay, our random is full. We just have 2 main spots left to fill here. Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Chicago, Cincy, Dallas, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Rams, Miami, New Orleans, Jets, Philly, Seattle, Tennessee. And then we'll do some license jerseys after that and do our freebies tonight. And maybe Sean Alexander. Right now you're down by 1. Oh, this rack he could be AFC East or AFC South. Can you? Oh, that's right, because it's the jersey drop price. Yep. Well, it's a jersey. It's specifically a jersey break. So if Tim wins, he wins a spot in the jersey break. 2 spots left. Just in case you guys want to see who are some possibilities next to the names that are left. Okay. Brad with Cincy, you can look over to the side of the. Oh, I'm not even showing my screen. Have I not been showing my screen? Oh, I told you guys I don't know why I'm dogging it today. There's an example. I'm like posting the names next to it so you guys can see. You can't even see who the names are. Hold on, I'm going to get a drink real quick. 1 spot left. Cincy was spot 15. Good griefers. It was the Silver Knight. 5 silver helmets. Okay, 1 spot closes us here, and then we'll do some licensed jerseys. We got a bunch of new ones in today that should be fun down the road. Got a Rob Gronkowski on the way, too. I don't think we've had Rob in the... It's going to be AFC, so pick an NFC team. You were right on the first one, right? Who is left working? Dave. Any of these teams here. So Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Chicago, Dallas, Houston, Jacksonville, and not anymore. We're close. Dustin's going to take the Rams. So we are closed on that one. Was wrong on the first box? Okay. I thought you were, but I was trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. Too late. Yeah, sorry, Dave. I did get you with your, I think you had 2 spots. You did. You got Washington the Giants. Zach says, I'll take a random if one's available. I don't think anybody put one up, but if someone wants to, you can now. Jason had one up, and that got claimed by Elliot. If anybody wants to sell a random, you can sell them. Dustin, you'll sell them? Okay. Let's see. Tiger just a second late. It closed with the Rams above. But I appreciate you trying to help us close it. So Zach is going to take Dustin's random. Okay, let's roll, guys. 1 box left. It's box 3. Let's figure out whose randoms or what randoms. And then let's crack that thing open. Okay, 7 times. There's 1. Hopefully I'm showing the right screen. I am this time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Seattle through the Chargers. Okay. Let's roll. Too many. I think I missed that and still owe him. Oops. Okay. Jonathan R. Pittsburgh, Seattle. Jason T. You have Green Bay. You sold your random to Elliott. That is New Orleans. Bill S. San Francisco, Chicago. David L. Washington, Atlanta. Joseph, Detroit, Miami. Brian W. Carolina, Baltimore. Dustin, Tampa, Houston. Brad, you have Cleveland and Tennessee. Greg, you have Indy, Arizona. Nathan, you have Kansas City, Buffalo. Greg, Denver, and Vegas. David L. Giants and the Jets. Greg, Minnesota, Jacksonville. John, you have New England, Philadelphia. Brad, Cincy, and Dallas. Dustin, you have the Rams, and you sold your random to Zach, and that's the Chargers. Los Angeles is together there. Okay, let's close this. And again, if you want to take a screenshot to see who's left or who's available in our next break, it's all these names. The new additions were Jordan Cairo on the Blues Heritage and Ichiro Suzuki on the Marlins Majestic. A bunch of headliner names. Half the names on there could be headliners, in my opinion. Let's close. Got my screen up. There it is. Okay, box 3. So again, final box from this case. They're salute to service, but we have a double case starting on Wednesday. So we'll have 12 helmets to choose from to random on random.org. There'll be 2 headliners in that pool of 12, and we'll just start picking one at a time from the 12 until it runs out. I don't know if we'll have time to order another from this series, or maybe we'll see what the next one is and make our decision there. Probably timed it right to choose when we get to that point. But I don't know what August will be for Racky. I'm hoping that it'll be the series where they do like the Grail ones, like those multi-signed stuff, the stuff with trying to think, like the Raiders helmet, the Chargers helmet, one had Sayal on it, stuff like that. I would love it if they did another one like that. We can hope. Maybe I'll chirp in his ear and say, do that again. Guess that's all dependent on what he has, but he's got a lot of cool stuff. That was fun. We hit the Raiders helmet, right? It had, why can't I think of his name? Who was the dang quarterback on that helmet we never see? I had his photo too. I'm having a brain fart right now, and I can't remember what his dang name is. Who was the quarterback that we never see that was on that Grail piece for the Raiders? Someone will have to know. Or if I stop thinking about it and come back to it, it'll come to me, but I can't think about it right now. Oh, well. Stabler, that's what it is. Kenny Stabler, thank you. Such a cool helmet. Okay, final box from this case. Okay. All right. See the team. I'm trying to think who my guess would be. 3, 2, 1. We've got our second Bronco of the night. This time an Eclipse. First one was a classic from Big Al's. We've got Eclipse. Well, you were right on the one AFC, one NFC. You just have them swapped. Both Eclipses. See, my brain wants to say Terrell Davis or Romanowski or something like that, but this could easily be John Elway too. Randomizer got you again. Did you have in the first one? Oh, you did. Yep. That happens. Who had Denver on this one? Was it Claim Team? It was the Claim Team. Spot 11. I feel like 11's been winning lately. 10, 11, that range. Greg hitting the Broncos Eclipse. Having yourself a night now, Greg. Eclipse replica. Man, why didn't I think of this player? I thought of everyone but this player. What a great hit. How do I not think of Bo Nix? What a beautiful way to end that case. Jeez Louise. And blue ink, too. That's a beautiful helmet. And there's the AFC West again, just when you get back close to there. The West-North strikes again. What a great helmet. Bo Nix with blue ink. Radke does it again. We'll start a second double case Wednesday, next break night, not next week. Going for a walk along. Sorry, Jonathan. Don't go for too long because you got the last team standing helmet coming up. Silver lining at the end of the night. Congrats, Greg, on the Bo Nix. Let's do a 2-box licensed jersey here. Is that Sanders helmet up for trade? I believe so. I need to ask Tim, but I think it is. I don't think Tim's a big fan of the VSR Force. Even luckier, Irvin. I see what you did there. Okay, so 20 spots here to close this one. Let's see what we can do tonight on the jerseys. So you got to go. We're not going to count the freebies. You got to go back-to-back for your division here. Otherwise, we're going to just have the Alexander again on Wednesday, or I'll change it or something. Okay, I've got Josh Allen. I need to move this stuff out of my way. I'll spill that drink if I don't move it. Okay, Josh Allen going for the double up tonight, a jersey and a helmet, huh? Didn't you win a Josh Allen jersey from was it a freebie or did you pick the Bills on the custom jersey, Bill B? Remember that? It's just coming to my head right now. Bergeron. I can't remember if that was a freebie or a claim spot. Not that it matters, but Ovi, that's spot 3 for Jason T. Again, I'll look at randoms if they get claimed. If anyone wants to claim randoms, they're $10 a piece. We'll go in order, but if they don't get claimed, you'll have to sell the players. Try to sell the players. Todd, just a second behind on Ovechkin. 1 claim. Greg, I got you with Larry Bird, wherever that is. Forgot that Bird just got added. That's a good addition. Allen's gone, Bill. Sorry about that. Paul Malu is there for spot 5. One of the names that's been in since before the Cold War. Obi had Paul Malu. Ant-Man for Zach. That is spot 6. Obi's gone. Marino, spot 7. Going to Mark. Spot 8 is Bob. Also been in for a while, I think. Solani is spot 9 for Brian. Nice hit, I agree. Some fun stuff tonight. Kairu, spot 10. You had that Bennington on the same. Well, actually, I don't know if it's the same style. I think yours, the other one was they're like inverted, but it was a Fanatic, so it wasn't a legit reverse or heritage. It is, but it's not called that with Fanatics. They just mimic it, if that makes sense. Kairu is number 10 for Greg. We're halfway there on that. Caleb Williams, number 11 for Bill. Stockton is number 12 for Zach. 13 is Carlson. What's his first name? Eric. For Brian. 14 is Fisk for Larry. Isn't that funny that I started looking for the wrong name? I started looking for Pete Rose because I was thinking, congrats on Pete Rose. And obviously, I'm not going to find him over there. Gotcha, Larry, on Fisk. Got an Allen on a freebie red one. That's right. It was a box number hit too, was it? The funny thing is, we had box 17, and I was thinking, well, I talked about Josh Allen early in the night, and he wasn't in that, but then we hit him 2 boxes later. Fisk is 14. 15 is Ewing's. We're 5 away. Stockton was gone, so I skipped that claim. Brady on Ewing. By the way, let me start showing some pictures, see if we can get the last 5 claimed here. And then we'll do our 2 freebies. Done with Big Al's. So the Wonka, Greg is our winner for Series 33. Greg, you'll get a free helmet tonight from the series. I didn't want to jinx it. Was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I try not to say stuff like that because I will jinx it. I thought it. I didn't say it. And then I forgot about it until you just mentioned it. We got 5 spots to claim. I'll skip players that have been claimed when I read these off. Jamar Chase, that's glare. There's not. I retook it, but I guess I didn't put it on this one. It's some of these numbers have reflective stuff underneath them, and that's what that is. It's not a smudge. Jamar Chase on the LSU jersey. Jefferson, Schmidt are available. Cal Ripken Jr., Kaprizov and Neighbors, Iverson and Dion. There's one. Tigers taking Chase. Kukoc, Penix Jr. and Taves. Tim Brown and Jack Eichel. Those are both claimed. De La Cruz and Ware. Jalen Williams. Deion Sanders and Ilya Sorokin on the camo. Pierce. Ronaldinho and Jim Rice. Ronnie Lott, Max Crosby. Bettis. Anthony Richardson. Timu Solani and Patrick Ewing. Nope, Ewing claimed. Sorry. And so Solani. Both gone. Sorry. Romeo Dobbs. CJ Stroud, Adrian Dantley. Jamal Murray, Nick Chubb. Dwayne Wade, Kirby Doc on the reverse retro. Clayton Keller, Julio Jones. Cam Newton, Joe Carter. Garrett Wilson. Both gone. Altuve, Alexander. Hutchinson and Verhage. Hughes and McLaurin. Rasheed Wallace. Reggie Jackson and Lawrence Taylor. Ichiro. That's it. So we have 3 claims left. Ellie's gone. Ellie's being claimed now, I should say. Two claims left. Reggie being claimed. I didn't. I haven't looked back at it. I need to. So the way I've been doing it is I have a album on my phone. Whenever I receive a jersey, I take a picture. So just because it's the oldest in my pictures doesn't mean it's the oldest in the series. But I have on that list in the Facebook comments on the series post that I was just showing you pictures of. When I add them, I just need to go through and look for all the names and see what the oldest one is. I just haven't done it yet. Haven't had time, or I forget when I do have time. But I'm sure it's Jefferson or Polamalu, or there's probably a couple others I'm forgetting. Some of these guys have been in for a while. 16 Tigers, 17 is Ellie De La Cruz. Christian's got one since last October that I was chasing. I hit 2 in between the same guy, so I stopped chasing it, but I kind of want to hit it just to hit it. 18 is Jackson. Okay, down to 2 spots left. Again, if you want to claim a solo for 10, there are plenty available that are trying to sell them. If not, we'll sell them as players. Let's make sure I didn't over or underbook before I sell too many or too little. 18 is correct. So 2 left. I mean, there's 100 comments, so it wouldn't take me too long to. Oh, geez, phone's about to die. Charging phone. Two left to close us. We're almost there. Let's see. I'm going to take a walk down memory lane right now. 108 comments. The problem is that I've had people in several times, so. Oh, and I did see that, Jason. I will put it up for trade. You got it. Jack Hughes has been in for a long time, too. Might be Jack Hughes. I just saw him on here. No, Jefferson. No, Jack Hughes is older than Jefferson. Two left, guys. We're almost there. I'm messing around with this while we're waiting for those to get claimed. Sorokin. That was a different Sorokin. Elway, Olave, Bryce Young, Brandon, Anthony Richardson. Aiden Hutchinson. Is that the first Aiden Hutchinson or the second one in my series? Because that would be the oldest if that one's correct. I'll have to look. Jefferson was hit and replaced. Okay. Jefferson that I'm thinking of. I know we've had him twice, but it feels like this one's been in for a while too. I thought Hutch was first Hutch. If this is the first Hutch, that's a really old one too, and so is Jack Hughes. I'll look it up tomorrow or something. If someone reminds me, Justin Jefferson for Zach. Gotcha. Unless you were just saying that's an old one. Eric taking Chipper. You got it. It's a great jersey. Thanks, Eric. Good luck to you. Okay, we're full. I didn't see a single solo claim, guys, like a random. So those that we're trying to sell, once you get your 2 randoms, if you want to sell them, just start shouting out who you want to sell, who you want to trade like we always do, and we'll go from there. There will be 4 solos available on this 7th roll. The last, taken for the umpteenth time. Yeah, I know. Trust me, I've got chasers in other rooms that have been around for a long, long time. I know how it is. Let's go here. Do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, you just have to be the first to claim them. 1 name per claim, please. The last 4 on the 7th roll. I'll read them off to you once I see who they are. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. Maybe I missed it. 6. And here's 7. Jamal Murray, Dwayne Wade, Cal Ripken Jr., Allen Iverson are our solos tonight. All great names. 3 basketball, 1 baseball. Not a lot of different sports there. Now I'm wondering if there was a second Jack Hughes before. I'm going to look. I just didn't do it last week. Okay. I've got Brady with Wade. Ripken for James. AI for Dustin. Cal is gone. Junior's gone. So Jamal Murray is the last claimable spot. Let's see if anybody has any discounts, $3 or $5. And then you guys can start throwing stuff up for trade or sell if you want to. Bill B, I read you with Josh Allen, Paul Pierce, and Sorokin. Larry V, Bergeron, Lott, and Richardson. Jason, Ovechkin, Schmidt, and Neighbors. Greg, Bird, Hughes, and Lawrence Taylor. Obi, Palomalo, Alexander, and Altuve. Zach, Edwards, Newton, and Tim Brown. Mark, Marino, Eichel, and Carter. Greg, Bobrovsky, Jim Rice, Kyle Connor. Brian, you have Solani, McLaren, and Ronaldinho. Greg, Kyrou, Dobbs, and CJ Stroud. Bill S, Caleb Williams, Aiden Hutchinson, and Ichiro Suzuki. Zach, Stockton, Wilson, and Bettis. It's Garrett Wilson. Brian W, Carlson, DeMarcus Ware, Kirill Kaprizov. Larry V, you have Carlton Fisk, Clayton Keller, and Adrian Dantley. Brady, Ewing, Crosby, and Kukoc. Tiger, Jamar Chase, Michael Penix, Deion Sanders. There's a $3 off spot for Tiger. Mark, De La Cruz, Jalen Williams, and Verhage. Craig, Reggie Jackson, Nick Chubb, and Rasheed Wallace. Zach, Jefferson, Doc, and Taves. And Eric, you had Dustin, you have Iverson, James, Cal Ripken, Brady, Dwayne Wade. Tiger was the only discount unless I missed one. Always call me out, guys, if I miss one. Sometimes I go into auto read mode. Okay, I'll buy Ichiro if you're selling Ichiro. Where is he? That is Bill S. Probably not selling, but he can answer if he wants to. Schmidt for trade. Okay, Schmidt's up. Mike Schmidt. Keller and Richardson, Lott, Danley for sale. Okay. Lott, Richardson, Keller, and Dantley. I'd CJ Stroud up for trade. Is CJ Stroud up for trade? Greg, let us know if CJ's up for trade or if you're keeping. Both randoms for. I'll trade Dion for Schmidt. Marcel Dion for Mike Schmidt. Jason, is a trade offer for you. Nick says he'll buy Keller. Keller going to Nick. Buy Terry if available. Scary Terry went to who? Brian W. Brian, do you want to sell Scary Terry McLaurin, or are you holding Altuve and Alexander's up for sale from Obi? Where are you, Obi? Right there. Okay, Nick, sold. Good luck. Okay, I'll give it a second here while you guys talk about that. We still have Jamal Murray up for sale too for $10. Okay, Brian will keep. Okay, thanks, sorry, good luck. Brian's going to keep Scary Terry, yep. Okay, so Ronnie Lott. Oh, Jason, did you want to sell or trade Mike Schmidt for Marcel Dion? Eric is offering a trade for you. Dion for Schmidt, or you can sell to Todd. Rasheed Wallace up for trade or sell. Okay. I'll keep. Pass. Do you want to sell Schmidt then to Todd? Assuming you're. Just confirm that, Jason, since he said he'd buy. Keep what? Oh, you weren't selling. You were just trying to trade, weren't you? My bad. Yeah, you said Schmidt for trade, and not trading for Dion. Okay. Sorry, Todd. I jumped the gun there. That's my bad. Greg will keep. Mark will keep. Rasheed Wallace. I'll buy Schmidt. I'll keep. Okay. So last call on Chubb Browns. Rasheed Wallace, Dantley, Altuve, Alexander, Schmidt for trade, Lott, Richardson. I'll buy Bettis and or Dion if available. Bettis and Dion were where? Bettis and Dion Sanders is Tiger. If you want to sell Dion Sanders, Tiger. Bettis is Zach B. Lott or Richardson for Schmidt, says Larry to Jason. Jason, do you want to trade Schmidt for Anthony Richardson or Ronnie Lott? Pass. Okay, Larry, if no trade, I'll buy Lott. So you want to still sell Lott, Larry? This time, I'm not messing up, I don't think. Okay, we're going to get rolling once that's confirmed. And then we got to do our two freebies. Let's make sure that I don't run it before that. So last call. Okay, Todd, so good luck. Okay, last call on these other names there, and also on Jamal Murray on the Nuggets Nike. Okay, we'll leave it unsold. That's fine. Read them off. Tiger at 3. We're good to go. Let's get two numbers. And then we're going to do the Wonka points and the last team standing. Let's do Wonka first. Last team standing second. So Wonka, Greg. I'll write it down here in a second. Let's get these done first. One thing at a time, Al. And then the series will be officially over. So on to Series 34. 1, 2. See if I can build that this weekend. I have a golf parent. My wife's out of town. Wish me luck. It may not be Monday. We'll have to see. Zach, you'll take Murray. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good luck, too. Okay. 2 numbers. 89. 89 is the first number. We can go back there. I'll mix it. And 66. Line underneath 66. Oh, boy. Let me grab them, guys. 66 and 89. What sports have we been hitting the least of lately? Feels like we've been on a huge baseball run compared to how many there are in there. 66, 89. Okay, 89, 66, check. Come on, frame jersey. You remember that? That was always fun, hoping for a empty box to get a frame. Empty boxes now. I think I know that. I do know who it is. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I think there's only one jersey with that color scheme in there. And it is for sure. I do like this jersey. The black alternate on this one. We're going football here. See it in the bag. That is Garrett Wilson. A nice Nike cross stitch there. Garrett Wilson, Fanatic certified here, GW. New York, Nike tag large. Down here as well. Dangling tag there. Garrett Wilson. Hey, that's AFC East, isn't it? AFC East, we're still alive. Holy moly. Is there other AFC East, AFC South names? There's got to be, right? Josh Allen for one. There's got to be more than that, too. Let me box this up and see who had him. I know he wasn't claimed. I'm trying to look while I'm doing this. Garrett Wilson is a random going to the John Stockton spot. Zach B hitting GW. Garrett Wilson, congrats. There. Okay. So AFC East, you got to tie it. You can't win, but you can tie. Nice hit, Zach. Is it the right sport? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, mama. Wrong way. Whoops. That was one of the solos. We haven't had a solo in a little bit. At least it feels like that. We've had a few of them in the series. I don't know that I have another AI jersey right now. That is Allen Iverson on the Reload 2.0. I do love this jersey. I tried to look for one like this. There's not a lot of these signed. I found the ones you can buy to wear. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to put that somewhere. Who claimed him on the solos? That was Dustin. Dustin hitting the Mitchell and Ness 2.0 Reload version of Allen Iverson. This is Radke certified too. So signed by Radke, or signed with Radke. Philadelphia, Phila on the front there. Hardwood Classics. Dustin, beautiful jersey, man. Swingman 0304. It's in the prime of my high school years right there. Wearing the sleeve, my basketball games, the answer sleeve, you know, thought I was cool. Max, the sleeve for the answer. That's what I'm talking about. This one folds weird because there's no, because the nameplate's underneath it. Oh. I can't remember how I did it last time, but I don't ever like having the, number folded. People send me stuff all crumpled up and folded all the time. It bugs me so bad. Nice hit, Dustin. Craig says he'll trade for it. I wouldn't mind that one either. I do not have an Allen Iverson on my PC, but I should by now. Okay. You fell one short. It was close. You guys may be clamoring for that's unfair because we had two Raiders items in the same box. Feel a little bit better about it not being unfair since there were two items and not just dual sign, but maybe that's what you call a bad beat. That would have been a tie otherwise. Okay. No Sean Alexander freebie. We'll try that again on Wednesday. Let's do our giveaways. So Greg won the last team, not the last team stand. Greg won the Wonka points, so you get a full size. By the way, I took away the option of taking those 4 classic speeds that I had listed there. I figured you guys probably would always just pick a random chance from the series. If I'm wrong, Greg, tell me now before I roll it. If you were after one of those classics, they were Kyron Williams, Lawrence Taylor, Alvin Kamara, and Dante Culpepper, maybe. I think those were the 4, but I think most of the time when you guys win Wonka, you want to give it a roll on the series. Let me know if I'm wrong. Don't ever want to assume, but I think I'm taking that option away. It'll just be a full size from the series, or I'll change some options up. Take the random. Okay, so Wonka's Greg. Let's put you down there, and then the second box I pull will be for last team standing for Jonathan R. Congrats, winners. Another great series to come for close. Yeah, it was a fun one. Another fun series. We'll start a new one next week with Series 34. Can we trade for one of the 4? Oh, yeah, you probably could. That's fine. If you hit one from the random and you want to trade it for one of those 4 lists, that's fine. Galen, how's it going? I've been good. You know, just busy as ever. Kids, 2 jobs. If you call this a job, I have more fun than a job, but it's more work than my normal job. So, yeah, I've been good. Hopefully you have too. Some fun items tonight, but we'll do a recap after the 2 freebies. So Wonka first, last team standing second. Greg and Jonathan R. Congrats, you 2. Both great feats. Whoops, that was inside of the Jason Witten. So 2 freebies from me to you 2. Let's see what we got here. 2 boxes. 1, 2. First one, Greg. Second one. Been really busy. Yeah, it's probably a good thing to be busy. I always complain about being busy, but probably better to be busy than not busy. Generally. 187. Makes the years go by fast for me, though. I feel like my kids were just barely like 2, and now. You lost on a college outlet. Did the team hit again before the last team standing, or would you have won if it wasn't college, Eric? That's what I'm more interested in. 187 was the first number. I swear you always either get knocked out in night one, or if you make it past that, it's a college helmet that gets you. 116. If they didn't get knocked out, other than that college, I'd feel pretty bad. They did hit again before Miami. What team was it? I can't believe Miami made it to over 100 helmets. Okay, 116, 187. 187 is Greg's. 116 is Jonathan R's. Let me go grab them, guys. Raiders, that's right. Was it Jim Plunkett? Yeah, it was. And then I forget who else we hit from the Raiders, but hit him again today, but that was after the fact, obviously. Okay, final two of the night. These are just freebies. 187, 116. All right. Last two of the series. College is your pain. I definitely like NFL a lot more than college, but college is fun. I have a hard time getting into it as much as NFL. I don't know why. Some people live for college, and I get it. I really enjoy it too, but NFL is by far the better one for me. Okay, I said I was going to do Greg's first. Greg's was 187. So, Greg, you're up first. And yeah, that's fine. If you guys want to trade for one of those classics, that's always fine by me. I need to make sure they were, but I think they were Kamara, Culpepper, Kyron, and I think it was Lawrence Taylor on a classic. Okay, 187, Series 33, 6 Wonka. Of course, the Wonka winner gets 6 more Wonka at the end of the series. Greg, congrats on the Series 33 Wonka win. We'll start a new series of Wonka challenge next week. That's kind of funny. Okay. I don't know why I just threw that over there. I need that over here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got an LA Rams STS 3.0 to go along with the theme of the Ragkeys cases. Of course, Greg, it's fun for me. You know, it makes it fun for me to have little challenges between. It's a little less, you know, the same thing. I think I do give away too much, but whatever. Okay, this one made me laugh. You'll see why. Rams STS 3.0. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. At least it's his drawn-out name, but it's literally one of the ones I had as an option for the Classic Speed. But this is on a specialty. It's Kyron Williams. Sometimes he does just KW. I appreciate the K Will on this one. Number 23. PECA certified. If you want to trade for one of those Classic Speed reps, you let me know. Culpepper, Taylor, Kamara, or a Kyron Classic. But an STS 3.0 with a nice blue ink, I love it. Beautiful helmet. I wish that on these ones that are, slates and STSs that don't have the team colors, I wish there was a way they could like involve a little bit of the team color on it, just one little splash of it, even if they did like part of the face mask or something. I mean, it looks good like this, but I like it when they sign in the ink, but now you're missing yellow, That's my brain tells me at least. No room for this. I'm going to put it right down here. Greg, congrats. Nice hit there. I know you've hit a few Kyren Williams, not for a while, but I don't know if you have an STS 3.0 or not for the Rams. Okay, 116. This one, 116. This is last team standing, Jonathan R. Yeah, congrats to the winners. As always, the good thing is each series for Big Owls usually lasts about 6 weeks, and then we restart it. So, last team standing guest will be up this weekend at some point. We'll start it all over and try again. Yeah, no problem. In a replica box, is it another one of the replicas? When I say replica, the VSR 4 replica box. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It is not a VSR 4. It just happened to be a box. I might switch out because I think this was in a speed box. So I'll switch the boxes so they fit properly. This one was in there sideways to make it fit. San Francisco. I feel like they had a slow start to the series, but they kind of picked up at the end. Jonathan, you got a Beckett authenticated Niners Eclipse on this one. Rice, good guess. I don't think we've seen Rice yet, right? Okay. Ricky Watters would be fantastic. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Only right to end with that. That's fun. Joe Montana. One of his smaller signatures, but still looks nice. Gold ink, Joe Montana. Beckett certified on this one. Beautiful hit. Ending the series with a Joe. We hit the other quarterbacks tonight. We did. We hit Josh Allen. Those are the only 2 quarterbacks tonight. Well, Bo Nix from Racky, but up for trade, says Jonathan. You must have a Joe already. Waters is on my all-time fantasy team. He won me a couple leagues back in the day. The reason why I like Waters, too, is because we don't see a lot of his signed helmets. So, I like him. Let me put these away before I forget where they go. Let's do a quick recap. If interested in trading, let me know. I'd give 2. Is that what you're saying? I can hold it while you guys talk if you want. Ooh, Matt Forte. That's nice. He's another guy I'd love to have. That's it's like the Larry Johnson when I pulled that, or Priest Holmes, Matt Forte. They don't sign a lot. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Non-Big Owl stuff tonight. Thanks for joining, guys. Congrats to the winners. Sorry to those that did not win tonight. We had the Infinity Killmonger. That was pretty cool. We keep reading off Michael B. Jordan from every series. We finally pulled him. That's a cool one. Michael B. Jordan on the Killmonger. We had Travion Henderson from Gold Rush going to the Patriots for the first time instead of just being a college helmet. Racky, we had Julio Jones and Bo Nix, both fantastic names to end the case on. So that was a pretty heavy case. We had Josh Allen in that case too. I forget who else, but licensed jersey from East Coast was Jaden Schwartz. Our hit parade cards, we hit the case hit, and it was a double up case hit, which was pretty freaking cool. Bo Jackson and Ashton Genty, the first Genty autograph here. I know that I've seen him in other rooms and stuff. We'll slowly start seeing him more, but that was fun to get him on a nice tricolor Boise State patch. What am I missing? I think that's it. The rest was Big Owls. We had Allen Iverson and Garrett Wilson. We had Josh Allen on the helmet, Jason Witten, Champ Bailey, Jonathan Taylor, Deion Sanders, Ricky Williams, Jerome Bettis, Kyren Williams, and Joe Montana. What a great way to end the series. That was fun, guys. Thanks for hanging out this series. I'll get a new one built. Whether it's Monday or Wednesday, I'll have it by one of those 2 dates next week. We'll be back on Wednesday with a mixer. Racky, some other fun stuff to just fill in while we don't have Big Al's. It'll be a shorter night, but still some fun stuff. So we'll see you Wednesday if you're around. Anyways, you guys know how to find each other. I'll hold on to this, Jonathan, until you tell me to not hold on to it. But we'll go from there. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Have a great night. We'll see you Wednesday if you're around.